Yo everyone, we're back with Trails Through Daybreak. Last time, we didn't really do an insane amount because I had some weird problems that came up in the recording, and it was also starting to get very cold and my throat was getting tired and various other things. Which is also, well, part of those reasons is why I didn't upload a video yesterday. But we don't run a real strict schedule around here, so you know, if there's days that I can't do it, then so be it, and consequences be damned. But to start off this time, we're gonna do what we couldn't do last time, and we're gonna take care of all of these. We have 3 points and 3 events to spend, so hey, let's get on it. Let's go talk to Dingo first. Yada yada, take a short break. Back in the Satan district. Car dealer. Oh shit, this is gonna be a fun one. Yup, that's luxury. Excess Express all the way. I don't think I can handle her. No, resist the temptation, Van. We got eyes for Ingert. Can you really say you love your car when you haven't modded the hell out of it? Aren't you? Oh, it's you. Oh, hey, look who it is. Bumped into each other in Lawnport too, didn't we? We have a knack for doing that. Well, what timing? I've been looking for you. Is it true that you and your company had a hand in resolving that incident? May I ask you a few questions, please? I'd like your account of the events. Whoa, okay, slow down. What are we talking about here? You might be mixing me up. We booked it back to Edith after you saw us, so I don't think we had any part in that. I have reports that you were at the scene. Don't play dumb, please. We've also heard that you traveled to Cray Village shortly after that attack there. There's something about you, something that makes those incidents pop up wherever you go. There's gotta be a correlation. Yeah, no, we weren't even there. Man, she's nosy. How the hell does she know? Oh shit, is that Dingo over there? Wait, real? Hey, you're not getting me with that again. You're trying to throw me off the scent, just like with that Maxim scoop. No, seriously, I swear that's him. Who's that lady hugging his arm? Are you actually serious? Wait. Oh, sly dog. Didn't think he had it in him. That's a pretty snazzy hotel they're walking into. What's the scoop there, I wonder? Aw. Just wait a second. Not sure why you're hounding me. Shouldn't you be looking into Dingo? I know. I need your help with them. You specialize in investigations, right? You're all like sneaky and stealthy and stuff. Well, no, I ain't a detective. Why would I just tail a guy like that? Fine, I can stalk him. Man, is it clear that this girl likes Dingo? I don't think it is. I think we need more clarification and more screen time with the two of them in particular. Potentially just alone. What are they saying? I can barely hear them. That's why I said we should get a bit closer. Well, then they'd spot us for sure. From my sneaky and stealthy experience, no, I think we'd be fine. Sorry for keeping you like that. Oh, not a problem. I'm glad we were able to talk this out some more. I'll be back, you know. Huh? So what the heck were they talking about? They weren't breaking up, were they? That's not the vibe I got. What? How long have you two been there? Dingo? Well... Told you, he knew from the start. Distance didn't really matter, did it? Dingo, who was that woman just now? Is she your... you know? No. She's a colleague of Mariel. She's on the selection committee for an award body. Award body? Oh, don't tell me. Somebody got himself a Pulitzer, huh? Well, not quite, but yes, they've been bugging me about it for a while. Wait, the Pulitzer? You were in the running for the highest journalistic award in the land, and you didn't tell anybody? What for? Why are you being so secretive about? Yeah, my stupid phone, who could it be? The editor-in-chief? Now? Hello? Okay. Yes. Right, I get that. What? Sir, please. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll be there in a bit. Ouch. I tell you to stop wandering around and start doing your job. For the stinking times. I'm holding you to this, Dingo. You'd better fess up next time. Looks like you got your hands full these days. Dude, bro got the freaking award. Like, they make a big deal about that award. Like, basically every arc, I think. They made a big deal about it. I think it was mentioned back with Dorothy and Niall. They mentioned it with Grace. Forget in what scenarios they mentioned it in Cold Steel, but they definitely did regardless. I really do hope that we just get all, like, the big journalist characters in, like, the same game at some point. Bring back Niall and Dorothy, bring back Grace, bring back, like, Vivi and Rex or something, and then Dingo and Marielle here. And then I assume there's gonna be one more journalistic character in this game. I think it's shit, what was the dude's name? Oh. Yeah, I got stuff in my sinuses. The dude from Sunshine On, yes. I forget what his name is. She's eccentric, I'll leave it at that. But damn, nice job on the fuels or not. I had no idea they were reaching out to you about it. No, now that I think about it, I guess you were kinda shooing. You were on the ground for the war, if I recall. Yep, I remember running into you once or twice. You were on the Mirage side, but you still lent us a hand from time to time. On the Mirage side? Wasn't it like just Mirage or Jormungand? It makes it sound like he was on the side of Jormungand or something like that. I had comms with all of Calvard's media outlets at the time. The Royal Guardian, the Tyrell Times, you name it. I even branched out to some international outlets. I was chasing the truth behind it all. Everything else be damned. I put a lot of stuff together from a bunch of different sources, so I guess they wanted to recognize that. Heard you were up on the front lines when the fighting broke out, snapping photos of the battle. The reality of war, those outlets called it. You were anonymous at the time, but I had a feeling it was you. Blew everyone away. That's the thing. It wasn't just me. I can't accept that word in good faith if it means putting down everyone else. I'd hope they just leave me be if I kept running along enough, but nope. Here they are in Edith. I get that, but come on, don't sell yourself short. You risked your life out there to get those photos. Somebody's got to be recognized for that, and might as well be you. Plus, you accept that award and it gives you a platform. You can thank them all you want once your articles start selling like hotcakes. Nah, still doesn't feel right, and I don't think I'd be that big. No, old Dingo Brad is still a 2-bit gossip rag reporter. That's all I'm ever gonna be, and all I ever want to be. I mean, sure, I guess. It's your life and all. You let that whole nihilist bit slip a little bit when you watch over that new girl, though. Just a heads up. That's rich coming from you. You act all tough, but then you ferry all your part-timers around like some kind of mother hen. Big ol' softy. But, well, I guess you've got a point. There's nothing wrong with training her up as an apprentice. Don't need to give it a cool spin to justify it. Nothing wrong with doing you. Just as long as we don't make fools of ourselves in front of the young'uns. Bud, you're on the right side of 25, you are a young'un. But yeah, we just gotta keep moving forward, you know? I don't think he's a young'un, I think he has one foot in the grave. Maybe Aaron was onto something. Who knows? Van bid Dingo farewell and returned to his work.
Always room for improvement for us role models.
That was a really good one. Connection stage went up, learning and learned something new about them. Strength +5. Hey, level 2 for Van, too. Shrewd Negotiator, defense +10. Makes sense, he's the tank after all. Yeah, that was a really interesting one, and it gave additional characterization for 2 characters instead of 1, which is real nice. Honestly, like, I've always liked the reporter type of characters, because we always get, like, as I said, a few per arc. Well, a few per arc most of the time. Ironically, the only time that they ever had only one of them was Grace, who is my least favorite of the bunch, surprisingly. She's not like a bad character or anything, but she just doesn't have the same oomph that all the other ones have for me. Actually, I guess Rex isn't the most interesting either. I like Vivi a lot, but It's just kind of like, you know, there's two of them. And so there's a bit more like leeway there. And then Niall and Dorothy, they're the classics. Come on, you can't not like them. But that is the wrong part of the D-pad. So we've got two more here. I'm most interested in what Renee's is going to be, so I'm going to go for Anya's first. All right.
Thank you again for agreeing to come out shopping with me, Van. I'm only going to buy some personal items, though. You really didn't have to accompany me.
You got a lengthy shopping list, right? Figured you'd need some help carrying it all. Something about a bunch of art class supplies, yeah?
That's right. We're about to start lessons on oil painting soon. And I don't suspect I'll be able to produce something I'll be proud of with my current supplies. It's also a good chance to replace some of my older equipment with better materials, too.
Being a student is real rough on the wallet, huh? Well, let's see what we can find.
Thank you. It's surprising just how much of a difference in price there can be between paints that are basically the same color. And then I have to choose between a 12 color set and a 24. There's an almost overwhelming amount of options.
For sure. The pricier ones are supposed to have vibrant colors that fade less and have better coverage. Not gonna tell you how to spend your money though, but do keep in mind that you're at Aramis of all places. Trying to make do with stuff more suited to your stage of learning instead of just shooting for top range goods can be educational in itself.
Perhaps you're right. Maybe I should just go for something more basic and affordable then. I'd also like to buy a wide variety of brushes. I have some already, but it's just the beginner set I borrowed when I bought when I enrolled.
Maybe it'd be worth buying something expensive like this fan brush then. I know I just said not to shoot for top range goods, but with brushes the difference in materials really does open up a lot of options.
You know a lot more about this than I expected. You do seem to have a lot of hobbies though. Is painting one of them?
No, not really. Gave it a shot, but I learned real quick it wasn't for me. I bet you in like whenever he like didn't get jobs for when he was his early days as a Spriggan, bro probably just had an excess amount of free time that he just spent like delving into different hobbies. How about this set? Looks like it'd be a perfect match for you.
Oh, the luxury Aramis the Artist model brush. Goodness gracious, this is expensive.
That'll be 2,000 Mira in total.
I'll pay with this then. I'm quite happy with how that went. It fit perfectly within my budget too.
Yeah, figured you'd end up overspending with what everything we got. You're good at keeping to a budget for a rich girl.
I wouldn't quite describe myself that way, but I suppose school has forced good habits on me. I perform a lot of different jobs as part of the student council.
Maybe I could use some of those skills back at the office.
I wouldn't mind helping with all there is to do at the office.
I mean, hey. Decided to stop by Riverside to test her new art supplies. She definitely seems to know her. I mean, obviously she runs the... She's like the vice president of the student council, isn't she? Or something like that? Or wait, or was it... No. Maybe it wasn't vice president. I don't know. It's been a while. Actually, it hasn't been that long, but I just have hollow brain. Don't know why I'm even surprised an Aramis student would knock it out of the park with art, too.
All I'm really doing is applying what we learned in class. But it's nice, spending an occasional off day painting like this. The light reflecting off the river surface is beautiful, and the breeze feels quite nice. It's fun.
Glad to hear. Though painting the cityscape feels a fair bit advanced.
Really? I feel like I see painters doing it all the time. Come to think of it, Aramis the artist himself drew a number of Edith's cityscapes, I believe. If I recall correctly, his earlier works depicted immigrants who had been turned away from their homes. His later works depicted the streets of Edith after the Calvardian Revolution. The biggest constant is he always paints people, not just landscapes.
That's not a surprise coming from one of the main parties behind the revolution, and your school's founder. Though I also heard he was a real weirdo, as all artists tend to be.
I don't think you're far off. I've heard of his eccentricities in some of my classes. But sitting here right now, painting the cityscape just as he did, helps me imagine what he might have thought of as he did this too. I can't help but think you would have wanted the peaceful joy you painted on this canvas to reflect forever outside of it, too.
Might not be far off there.
Oh, no way, so you know. Why are you kidding?
Oh, they're Aramis students. They're probably on their way back from their club activities.
Let me know if I'm being rude or anything, but I kind of think you should have joined a club yourself.
I appreciate your concern, but I'm fine. I'm more than happy keeping busy after school and on the weekends with my part-time job. It's taught me a great deal just working with you and everyone at the office. And, needless to say, I enjoy it a lot too. Of course, I do still need to make time to contribute to school activities when the time allows for it.
Well, if you're enjoying your student life, there's no reason for me to butt in. Also, I just have to break up the dialogue here for a second, because this theme is so sweet and nice, and I love it. I really want to know the name of this theme, because man, is it good. A shame that I can't look at the name of the tracks in-game, but oh well, maybe that'll be fixed in later versions for the PS5 releases. But man, is it solid. I love it so much. You're not the kind to neglect school and flunk out just because of a part-time job.
I agree there. I have always liked studying, so to be frank, so it hardly feels like a burden. I like organizing study groups in my free time. Studying with friends is surprisingly effective. There's always something new to learn from others. You can never truly stop learning. It's hard at times, but it's also very rewarding.
Yeah, I trust you. Just don't go missing out on quality time with your friends just because you're busy with your job, okay? The friends you make in school have the potential to be some of the best you'll ever make. This is basically your only chance to ever do that.
Oh, I will. Oh, I will keep that in mind.
You know, it's kind of interesting that Van says that, because it seems like Van split from his friends back in his early childhood. So I wonder if he did go to, like, any high school or college, and if so, if he made friends through there. Oh?
I thought she said she was working a part-time job, and they just went shopping, and now they're even painting. It's so suspicious. I need to look into this more.
Wow. That's interesting. I wasn't expecting to get someone like that from a little...
I really want to get to know you better, Van.
I wasn't expecting to get someone like that little bit at the end. I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't done this event, if it would have just jumped to that. Maybe. SELM chain effect plus 5%. I'll take it. And extra points for Van. And that just leaves us with one more. An invitation from an old friend. I haven't been reading the summaries, actually. Going to buy some supplies. Looks like she's planning to get quite a lot, so maybe I should tag along. Wandering around on my own for a bit. Maybe I'll hit up Satan. I've got some downtime on my hands after all. Just hope I don't run into any trouble. Okay, so these aren't actually like spoiling what happens in them. It's like Van's thoughts before he goes on them. Seems like a hen is frozen over because Renee have invited me out to have tea with them. But I guess we do have some things to catch up on. I guess I'll go along with this for once. And there we shall go. I'm really excited for this. Anything involving Van's like old crew is something I'm really excited about. Because it gives us glimpses into his past before they formally introduce like his whole entire backstory, where he lived and everything. I really do wonder if we're gonna get to see his hometown in this game. I assume we will at some point, but who knows, maybe it got destroyed and it's like Hamel or something like that. Spend their free time as they pleased. And I just drank a bit of water and now my sinuses are acting up again, I don't know. So, what's the big deal, Renee? Why'd you drag me all the way out here on such short notice? You know I'd prefer if you didn't call me that. All these years later and I still have to remind you first thing when we sit down to talk. You never change, do you, Van? I only call you that because it's still your name, pal. Change your name and I'll change what I call you. Simple as that. I take that back. You have changed. You're now sassier than before. Now then, I realize that ever since we exchanged contact info, we haven't even gotten together in private like this. So, since I had some time to relax away from work today, I decided to call you over here, and now, here we are. So you don't have any real business with me, is what you're saying? You're a real roundabout guy, you know that? Most guys, when they want to shoot the shit together, do it over a couple pints at the local bar or something. Trust me, I have plenty of reasons to drink. We'll have to make time to do that sometime later. Unlike your freewheeling self as a Spriggan, those of us in the government always have our hands full with work. And I never said I didn't have business with you, Van. Don't you think it's my job as something of the older brother to wonder how you're doing and want to check in? Older brother, he says. That's cute. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? Well, I'm just about the same as ever. I'm barely keeping the business afloat as best I can. You know how it is. You brought in more help, though, didn't you? I heard he's attached to Hayaway as well. With one glaring exception, I have to say, you're building up quite the seedy roster of lackeys over there. Could you not dig these things up like you're a world-class shovel before I even said a word about them? But just so we're clear, they foisted themselves onto me without asking. They're not there because I asked them to be. If I had it my way, I'd still be flying solo and everything would be perfect. You say that, but you have a noticeable spring in your step compared to before. It's fine to say you like them, Van. You're not a child anymore. No need to be bashful. Shut up. It's always the same with you. You and Elaine both. And you, I should say. If nothing else, I imagine your new helpers will be good for you in the long run. My hope is they'll keep you from being tempted to repeat what you pulled before. Certainly Elaine and I would both appreciate it. I'm guessing that ties into it. What he pulled before, maybe he just ran... Wait, when we did see the... When we did see, like, the brief flash back at the end of Chapter 2, the CG we saw of them as kids, it seemed like Van was leaving town or something like that. Like, Van was leaving town and Elaine and Renee looked like they were... I forget Renee's expression, but Elaine looked like she was sad to see him go or something like that. I can't say as far as him, but maybe they just really didn't want him to leave or something like that. Aren't you gonna pick that up? It's probably a work call, isn't it? Don't worry about it. This is more important. Now, you're not in a rush, right? Why don't you and I stay here for a while? At least until we're done drinking our coffee. You can even order some dessert if you like. It'll be my treat. I'm feeling generous. Are you telling me we're... Keep talking like normal and don't look alarmed. This must look like a perfectly natural conversation. Ah, being tailed?
Yeah, he's talking to that guy we have in our data. Alright, I'll contact you again later.
Looks like he took off. Am I right in thinking it was you he was watching and not me? Indeed, your intuition is on point. Correct. No problems here. Proceed with things as we originally planned. Adios. This is why you really called me out here, isn't it? No need to be so upset. It wasn't entirely about me. I genuinely wanted to hear how you were doing too. I didn't say I was upset. His name is Hubert. He's a relatively recent hire of the CID who joined us a year and a half ago. That's all. He sure looks and acts like someone who's a lot less fresh than that. What's a guy like him doing looking after one of the agency's own analysis? I said he was new to the CID, not the occupation itself. He used to work for the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division. Oh shit. One of Erebonia's guys? Didn't their agency just get a big reshuffle a little while back? That's right, with the Ironbloods out of the picture, hey! And the war over. He said he saw the Empire as a lost cause. So he came over to our side and said he was nice enough to supply us with intelligence about the founding of Erebonia's new intelligence division. He still maintains his citizenship over there as well. A double agent, then. He is, insofar as the people within the CID are concerned. Hold on, you're telling me he's... Yes, in all likelihood he's a triple agent. He hasn't truly defected to our side. His real objective is to either obtain information on us or disrupt our operations. Huh? all under the order of Lecter Arundel at the new division. Oh shit, Lecter mentioned. I've heard that name before. Has a reputation for being a real cunning bastard. Yeah, you and him are, I don't know. I feel like you're cut from similar cloth to Lecter here, Van. You're telling me. Even with the Ironbloods gone, he's a formidable figure who continues to sit at the heart of their intelligence operations. Nearly all spies we've sent into Erebonia since the war have either been terminated or sweet-talked into joining him instead. Oh boy. We've had quite a lot of egg on our face in recent times because of him. Alright, so back up a sec. If you already know that much about him, then that means you must be doing something about it, right? Correct. By letting him see me with you, we hope to cause a little disruption of our own within his intelligence network. With any luck, he'll be turned into a quadruple agent, working to our benefit, whether he realizes it or not. Fucking quadruple agent. What is this game, bro? Fuck. Is this dude like... This dude is like doing a freaking dance where he's going right to left, right to left. Like, bro, what the hell? Suffice it to say, it will be very interesting to see what Scarecrow's next move will be. I'm not gonna lie, all this double crossing crap you got going on is making my head spin. You and me both, buddy. And hey, keep me out of your stupid intelligence warfare. I don't want anything to do with that bullshit whatsoever. Now, no need to get so worked up. I told you that you can order anything off the dessert menu. Go ahead, pick whatever you like. It'll make you feel better. Don't you try to bribe me, you spectacled sadist! Oh my god. And then he ordered the most expensive shit. Out of spite. Even Faye's paying for it without a word of protest. By his friend's eternally unflappable demeanor, Van returned to his work with a sigh.
I'll be putting you to good use. Good use.
Good use. What do you mean Kincaid's dexterity up by 3? What do you mean? Game, you want to elaborate on that? Are you telling me this guy's a party member? Are you just... Why did they say it like that? Why would you just confirm that he's a party member through that? Falcom, what are you on? I would have fucking lost my shit if I learned that out. I mean, I'm losing my shit out now. What do you mean? What do you mean his dexterity went up by 3? What do you mean? You can't say that, game. You can't just be like, oh yeah, by the way, Kincaid got 3 more dexterity. What the fuck does he use? Does he just shoot a gun? I mean, he's just a member of like the intelligence division, bro. I thought he was a freaking pencil pusher. What the fuck? Like, we've got Van with his stun caliber. We've got Elaine with all her crap. You know, she's like an A-rank bracer. I thought that he was just like a normal-ass dude in comparison. I thought we were gonna get Van, you know, main character, Elaine, you know, potential love interest, and also badass woman, A-rank bracer. And then the third guy, and then the dude who's third wheeling, who's just a freaking normal ass guy and is just a cool dude, older brother figure. But no, apparently he's gonna fight? I feel like he's gotta be like Toa or something, right? He's not gonna be like actually proficient in a fight. He's gonna use like a gun or something. Like, there's no way he's actually gonna be like a big like head honcho in a fight. He's just gonna be like a basic ass dude, and then he's just gonna have like arts and a gun or something like that. I refuse to believe he's like a proper, like, I'm ruffled by this. They have caught me with my pants down on this one, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, bro, I'm not gonna get over that anytime soon. You can't just drop that on me. Like, what the hell? All right, well, whatever, man. I'm freaking losing my mind here. Yeah, I can't do that. Anyways, freaking whatever. Move on with the plot. We best take care of everything that needs to be done. Yada 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 yada. All right, Memorial Park. Let's get a move on. Get that out of my mind. Don't think about the fact that the pencil pusher, the nerd with the glasses, is gonna end up being playable eventually. I can't just stick on that. I just gotta keep it moving. Everyone is in front of the garage, ready to go. All right, in the truck. I'm still wondering about that second frickin'... Like, why is there 2 garage doors here? There's got to be, like, something else in that second one.
So the Memorial Park is the place people from the capital go to relax? That's right. Whole families sometimes go there for picnics, for example. It's also popular for couples going on dates, since it's split into multiple areas, each with their own natural charms. That sounds like a perfect place to do some combat drills.
Small fry here never changes. It's within walking distance if you really want to go that way, but most people just head there by car or by bus. It's about 30 minutes from here in the car. Kind of a trek, but I guess we got no choice. Let's see what this pickup of yours is like to ride.
Oh, that's right. This will be your first time in Van's car.
Better not get her dirty, punk ass. Little late for that. Poor thing probably stinks of old man musk after years of carrying you around.
Bro, he's gonna wring your neck out for shit-talking his car in any capacity.
I'm gonna murder you someday, you little shit. God, the way...
Excuse me. Wait, this number belongs to...
God, the freaking way that was written with the Van's voice, it really gave off vibes of like Henry Fire Emblem, going like, I'm gonna kill you.
Hello? Yes, I'm glad you called, actually. I'm afraid I might be back a little late today. You see... What? From my family?
Oh.
But I'm about to...
Well, I'm not going to force you to come back. It's all up to you.
Hi, Ren.
Message received. I'm on my way. Yes, of course. Goodbye for now, then. I'm so sorry. Something important's come up that I really need to take care of.
But our EXP is gonna be imbalanced. Don't sweat it. Go do whatever you gotta do. The rest of us can handle a few stray critters.
I'm sure you can, but please be careful.
Yeah, chances are we'll get a replacement party member for the job anyways.
Again,
Wait, I'm being
my
replaced?
apologies.
No, just for
I'll
the
make
job.
my way back to the office as soon as I'm done.
Bye, Agnes. See you, girl. Huh.
What was all that about? Agnes doesn't usually lose her composure like that.
Just let her do her thing. We'll get our job done and then be back here by this evening. Wait, why is Aaron in the back seat? Why is the 13-year-old the one sitting in the front?
It's such a shame Agnes got called away.
Like, seriously, don't let Aaron in the back seat. He's gonna kick his feet up and put him on the damn seat. Van, you're an idiot.
I was really hoping this would be our first 4 SPG as a team of 4.
If school, or in this case, family comes knocking, there ain't much she can do about it. Call-outs come with the territory of part-time jobs. You know, there's something fishy with that girl, and I don't just mean the Genesis stuff.
What are you talking about?
I think her whole backstory might be made up. Epstein's like mega famous. Dude invented the Orbman. Is she really related to a big shot like him? Also, her last name, Claudel, is totally made up.
What? You really think so?
And you really are sharp. I don't think she pulled the name out of a hat, though. Every time she introduced herself, she seemed proud, but also a little guilty.
So she has some relation, but it's not the way she worded it?
So I'm thinking it's her mother's maiden name or something.
Huh.
You saw right through her too, huh? Anyway, there's no reason to use a fake name unless the real one's worth hiding.
Maybe she really... Maybe that the deal is that she actually is the one from Sunshine to Agnes, and she's just hiding her name because it's the same as from the book.
If I had to bet, I'd say it's actually.
Wait just a minute, I'm having trouble keeping up here. But if Agnes is keeping the secret from us, she must have a reason. I don't think we should be prying.
Come on, small fry, I know deep down you want to find out too. You want to understand why she'd hide stuff from the people she claims are her friends?
Well,
Maybe people calling you the prodigy of Lawnport was just a fluke. Someone with that rep would know better than to gossip about a teenager when they ain't even around.
Owned!
Everyone's got a secret or two they don't want to share, even the folks they call their friends. Yeah, exactly. I learned about this type of stuff from Higurashi. Or at least that's where I properly learned about it. Also, shoutouts to the freaking cars just disappearing into ether in the background. The freaking draw distance. They just couldn't handle the models after a certain point. Leaving home must have turned you into a real small-minded man if you can't understand that. Alright. I was being a bit childish. In the end, she's just another teenage girl, so I guess it doesn't really matter who she is or where she's from. But if she's supposed to be watching my back in battle, I at least want to know how serious she is about all this.
I suspect the answer to that is more than any of us.
Yeah, I'm with you there. She doesn't know diddly about combat compared to the rest of us, yet she still chooses to fight alongside us. In this short time, she's already faced a lifetime's worth of danger because of it, too. Say, this rat of yours isn't half bad after all. But can't this tin can go any faster? I'm not getting any younger here. Cut the crap or I'm leaving you on the side of the road. I'm gonna kick up my feet and take a bit of a nap here. Don't you dare put your shoes on the seat! Whoa.
Ooh, I like this music. I think... Wait, is this area music or is this music we've already heard? The air is so fresh out here.
Huh. Never would have figured they'd have a green patch like this right next to the Capitol. Looks empty, though. Where are all the people? Seems like they've had the place closed off since yesterday due to the whole monster problem. Oof. Ugh, one sec. Otherwise, there'd be a pile of buses and people right in front of us.
Hey, you're right. It really is closed.
They should know we're coming. Let's have a chat with the ranger. A bit of a chin wag, as it were.
Yo, he's here! I was wondering where you were, my man. Oh, great. Dude, I felt depressed when we didn't see this dude in Station Square.
Freaking, of all the days to close the park, they had to do it today?
There's hardly any buses out here, too. We had no other way of getting back to town. Our big date is ruined.
Now that's a shame, brother. Hate to see a lovely couple's parade get rained on so hard. Tell you what, why don't I introduce you cool cats to a groovy restaurant on the way back to town? We can still say this date, you in?
Real sure I'd love to, by all means.
Forget about it.
Alright, I hope that we actually get to see him on the way back.
All right.
Park Ranger. Did you folks just drive up? I hate to break it to you, but we're closed for today. Actually, we're here on business. Oh, so you're the ones who are coming in to help, huh? Yeah, he told me to expect you.
Sounds like you guys have a really nasty monster problem on your hands.
Yeah, it happens from time to time, unfortunately. The environment attracts them. Usually the Bracers send out a big squad when this sort of things happens. Are you three gonna be okay going in alone? Yeah, we'll be fine. Nothing we haven't seen before. Mind opening the gate for us so we can get to work? Of course! Go right in. Thanks for taking care of this for us. Watch out for all the raccoon piss. They pee everywhere. Once you enter the park, take a ride and over to the waterfront. You'll find the monster there. Thanks so much for this. It's almost time for me to trade places. My shift's nearly up. Someone else will probably post it here when you get back. Make sure to return the key.
No problem.
Great. Now let's get out there and find the monster. Okay, on to the next task. Sorry, I'm really busy over here right now. No, seriously. There's a lot. You don't realize how hard it is to stand here perfectly still for my entire shift. Oh shit, I already fucked up. That's gonna be cut from my pay for moving like that. Why, hello there. Oh, right. I think we got a glimpse of this. Going by our information, the monster should be somewhere along this path. Let's try and get this thing cleared out before sunset so we can head back while there's still light out. Say, if we do a good job here, think you could treat us to someplace nice in the entertainment district? Yeah, right. In your dreams, kid.
Is that... Wow. Is that statue who I think it is?
Yep. Sheena Dirk, Calvard's most famous revolutionary. The mother of Calvardian democracy and the stone. Yep, they opened this park and nature preserve in her memory after she died.
I wonder if place is actually going to be mostly peaceful aside the monster. This feels like almost like a dungeon type place, but it's also way too peaceful for that.
When the revolution started, she was all of 20 years old, give or take. Still just a student. A college student, I suppose, yeah? She brought together a pretty colorful band of folks to make it all happen. Even had to take on the Erebonian army when it intervened. Yeah, that's a hell of a lot to put on your plate. Girl must have had some real spunk to pull all that off.
Totally. Her statue is so beautiful. She looks so dignified. I remember Abi mentioned something about how he saw a statue of the Lance Maiden when he went to the Empire a long time ago, and...
What's the matter?
Nothing. It's just, there's something about her that looks familiar to me.
Huh? What do you... Actually, hang on. I get the same feeling too, weirdly enough. Not sure why. It doesn't really resemble any of the Western chicks I picked up back in Lawnport.
Picked up? Like, off the ground?
You don't even know what that means? This is why little kids are always so hard to talk to. Gotta explain every tiny thing to them. Is it supposed to... If it's something that all three of them recognize, is it Anya's? Why do these two insist they recognize her? Sure, you're bound to run into her in some textbooks, but other than that...
I don't get it. Why would you pick up women? Did they need to be carried for some reason?
I love how socially inept this child is.
Usually there's like... I mean, there's generally like socially inept child as like a character archetype in Trails. But... oh man. Nope! Forget I said anything.
Enough, you two. We're here in business, so let's get down to it.
Huh. What type of weapon do they have? Can I see that at all, or... a type of... Is it just like a flag? If she's just like a flag bearer, then that's interesting to keep of note. Forest. Okay, yeah, there is just a forest over here, too. What's this all about? What's all this about? We can't go in here. Okay, this is probably like a dungeon over here if it says forest there. Makes it out to be a bigger deal and whatnot.
Fine with me.
Got it.
I haven't really played as very much. Might as well. God, this music's so good. I really like a lot of like the more casual OST in this game to bits. I can't wait till I've beaten this game and I can just properly listen to the entire OST because I'm gonna get so much mileage out of that. I've always been a big Trails music fan, or Falcon music, I guess. I haven't really played too much of the East games, so I can't really say as much on that. Whoa, get a load of this view! It's the perfect place for us to train.
It's all you ever think about, isn't it? Not that I disagree. The view's nice. This area is better maintained, but don't get complacent. One wrong step and you'll take a dive straight into the lake, so watch out. Come on, what do you take me for, huh? Sure know a lot about this place, though. What gives? Oh, I get it. Must be because it's a perfect place for an old fart like you to go on walks. I'm not that much older than you, damn it. You wanna know why? I used to come here with Elaine when we were students. Really now? With Beauty's Blade herself, huh? Granted, it does seem like a pretty obvious date spot.
What kind of spot? Wait, what? Are you saying Van and Elaine used to...
Ugh, can we not have this conversation? Forget my love life and look over there.
Buddy, you're gonna have to spill the deets eventually.
Chop chop, buddy. I'm waiting for it. It's like it's like the second most anticipated thing I have about this game. God damn it, I need it. Man, looks worse than I was expecting.
Is it, always this bad?
Not normally, no. Usually they're on top of their pest control here because of all the visitors. It smells like a case of our target calling him over here and infesting the place.
Then we should smack him around.
Guess we can save the reminiscing about your schoolboy days for when we see Beauty's blade again. I never should have said anything. Come on, you two, let's get to work already. Man is not gonna catch a break for the foreseeable future.
Looks like a check goes.
I like how I said I'm gonna play as Fairy and then instantly swap over to Van.
Star has arrived.
I'm on it.
I've got this.
Here goes.
The star
Why does it sound quiet all of a sudden? Hold up.
Let's go.
Interesting.
has arrived.
Weird. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Obviously, we have like a big map here now. But I was gonna say, this definitely feels like we have this area and then we had like the forest section. And I feel like we're definitely gonna have some big plot that happens in this area, but I'm not really sure as to what in particular. So that's interesting.
Entering battle.
I'm on the scene.
Do-ba-do-do-do-do-do.
Architects advise.
Bye-bye.
Unleashing shark.
And bye-bye. I should probably upgrade fairy stuff. That girl is doing jack shit for damage no matter like what I attack.
Sneaky little rodent.
Huh?
You've got to keep an eye out for ambushes. Be more careful next time.
Don't order me around, you damn brat.
Damn brat, I'll sue!
Well, we're off to a good start.
Yeah, this is an interesting trio to have. I do like how it mixes up the dynamics a bit. Instead of just having like all four of them yet,
Get to work.
we just kind of mix it up a bit. Hey, if Anyas went back to school on time in the past, then this is what we would have ended up getting at the end of chapter 2.
Let's party.
Party time!
Make it count, Aaron. Activating skin.
More. Rise and shine, small fry.
Activating skill.
Take that, you ass.
There you go.
Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
There was definitely something said there, and I was like, huh?
Time to go all out.
This'll hurt.
Alright, screw you.
Now you old fart.
Now you old fart!
Fairy. Sucker.
Kill old people.
That's what you get.
You're on fire, Aaron.
No, seriously, look at your pants. Wait, what? I think you used too many crafts there, Palio. Oh shit.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Beep bop, skip it a bop. Da-da-da-da-dun-da-dun. There we go. Let's see there.
Worked out okay?
I like this area theme too. Both are quite good, I must say.
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
I gotta say, I am like a massive fan of the main cast so far, though. Like, they haven't really given me any reason to like dislike any of them whatsoever. Like, I still say that like
The wrong guy to fight.
of the four,
Sprightly for an old guy.
shut it. Also, it's real nice to have characters that actually just have the weapons on their person. We didn't really have that before this game. Like, they would just pull the damn weapons out of the ether and they wouldn't actually have them on their person. They would just kind of like pull them out of a pocket dimension, then put them back into said pocket dimension instead of actually having them on them.
Architects advise.
But now we just keep that shit on hand, which is great.
Don't forget about your charge attack.
Yeah, what I was saying is, of the members of Arkwright Solutions, I'd say that Fairy is my least favorite, but that doesn't mean I dislike her in the slightest. She's still a very solid character. It's more so that I really like the other three a lot. Van and Aaron in particular are both extremely entertaining to me. And Anyas is just a fun character too.
And then Fairy is just like, I've been liking her dialogue more now that she has like a... I think her dialogues are way better now that we have Aaron in the party and stuff like that. Because it adds like a real nice dynamic of like, oh, he's talking about all this dirty ass crap, and then there's the child who has no idea what's going on. And that part is very fun if you ask me. Alright, how about that?
Boost gauge limit broken. Activating skill.
Bye bye.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Goes.
I'm stronger than ever.
Cast 2. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, I've just been really liking all the characters in general. I mean, I usually like Trails casts very much in general. I think the lowest one for me is like Cold Steel 1 and 2. I think original Class 7 isn't the most well-rounded main cast. But overall, this one has been extremely good. Of course, there's still time for them to add characters that I'm not too big of a fan of. But I think there's been a real good gain from having the cast be trickled in instead of given to you all at once. Which is what I was kind of fearing, is that they would... Actually, I didn't really fear about it, but it's something that I considered at one point or another.
Activating skill.
Is that we would just have to deal with like, oh, we get all these characters at once, and then they'll just end up getting like small quantities of characterization throughout the game, and some of them don't even add up. Like, that was one of the main problems in Cold Steel 1 and 2, is that they had so many characters that a lot of them just never ended up getting stuff, and you know, whenever they focused on characters, they can't focus on too many at once. So you naturally just get to a point where it's like, oh, all right, so we're gonna give focus to this character, and this character. But sorry about fans of this character, you're not really gonna get much. We'll just give you like 1 or 2 scenes here and there for like the whole game, and that's it. Which they did eventually rectify, but I still think that even like by Cold Steel 3, 4, even Reverie,
What'd you expect?
that members of that cast still are just kind of like eh. Like, I really never felt much for like Laura or Emma in particular. And I know there's fans of those characters out there, but I'm sorry, I don't really have any strong feelings about those characters. I'm just like, you sure existed for 4 or 5 games, and I apologize that I don't feel any stronger about that, but at the same time, can't help it. And, you know, I still think they did well on a lot of the cast, though. Like, I wouldn't say that they did just terrible overall. But at the same time, I think that they could have done better, you know? Yeah.
Boost gauge limit broken.
There we go. What do we get from this one?
You've got some moves, small fry.
That she does. It feels nice to just kind of talk instead of skipping over all this and just talking about stuff related to the series in general. Because it is a massive series, and I feel like I would just have, like, almost never run out of topics if I include the entire series in addition to talking about this game. But you know, I haven't really put my thoughts on previous Trails games in video form, so sprinkling it throughout this type of stuff might not be my worst idea. Frickin' Verizion over here. It's like I'm playing Pokemon Black and White. Get him out of here. There we are. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Boost gauge, limiter unlocked. Grab that. Cobalt Rain. Very good, very good. What does this say? Known as the Little Brother. Together with the Big Brother to the west, they comprise the park's Twin Falls. Well, this is a nice little bit of just a nice little thing. Reminds you of what this area actually is, instead of having us just be like, yeah, this is like just a random freaking foresty-ish area by like a waterfront. But no. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is that I got too busy talking about freaking Cold Steel 1's cast
Though I do want to say I did like what they did with most of the rest of that cast, by the way. Like,
That went great.
I've mentioned the two outliers, but I do like what they did with most of the rest of them eventually. Even characters that, despite the fact that I don't really like some of the characters, I think that even some that didn't really get stuff additionally, or wait, no, didn't get stuff to start out, got more stuff eventually. I think Gaius is one of the best examples of like, oh, this guy is just kind of like a plain old dude, and then he gets way better as time goes on. Because they did really well with him eventually. It just took a long while. Alright, get him out. Get him out of here.
Shine!
Bye-bye. Get him out of here. But yeah,
That's what you get.
I think my favorite...
Fire, Aaron.
I think my favorite main cast was New Class 7.
Ooh, a treasure chest.
Which is kind of funny, like, in Cold Steel 3, they kind of just did a reset of things and it just ended up being better. Like, it was still in the within the same arc, but they created a new cast and just, aside good old Reen Schwarza, but they just created a new cast using, like, mostly new characters and then, like, two pre-existing ones. And it just really worked. And they were just a real solid cast overall. Of course, I still think some of them aren't as good as others, but I think overall, they're just a way more solid cast. Nope, frick you. Get him out of here.
This'll hurt.
Get him out. Time. There we are.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right? That wasn't half bad, Aaron. Looks like some good loot.
What loot we get? Earthen Verse. Won't see me complain on that. Making good progress here. We ain't got too much farther. Yeah, but what I'm saying basically is this game overall and just trickling in the main cast, it's really helping giving them all like extra time for development. And it's nice because in the prologue we got good focus on Agnes.
Are we there yet? Or at least halfway there?
I would say more than half.
Tired already? You're so pathetic.
What is that
Let
voice?
the little monster get the drop on him.
You wanna go, Pipsqueak?
Dude, I love the beef these two are having.
Let's go.
Adio, save me.
It really is like a mother hen. Rose is having to deal with this shit. Oh, I love it. These are the type of dynamics I live for, man. See, like I said, all it took was like, as I was saying, like Fairy was just kind of a character that I wasn't like too sure about, and then they add Aaron to the mix and boom, it just clicks. It's a good dynamic, and now it just works, and I love it. I love it. He loves it. Like goddamn. Oh god, spiders. My arachnophobia. Perish. It's okay. They look wacky enough that I'm not getting the shivers from them. Usually I do literally just get the shivers if I see like certain types of bugs. They just kind of set me off. Get him out of here. Oh shit. I included the other one in it.
This'll hurt.
Now you'll fart.
Rise and shine, small fry.
Activating skill.
Beep bop boop.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand. Attack their weakness with an arm.
Bastard.
Show me what you got.
Chesto! Alright. Kill.
Activating skill.
Kill, murder.
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
You've got some moves, small fry.
Yeah, but Prologue focused on Agnes, and that was real nice. It gave us some audio. It gave us some bits about her, but also not with others, and I think that's a real good way to do it. You give like a basic idea on the characters, and then you give like a decent introduction. And then with Fairy, we just kind of got most of her stuff out of the way pretty fast, which is also not a bad way to go about it, depending on like if you're gonna do other stuff with them. Sometimes you don't need characters to have like a bunch of motivations though, and you can just have them chill.
And there's nothing wrong with doing that either. What was I gonna do? There we go. But yeah, they did a real good on giving Agnes and Van focus. And then chapter 1, we got Fairy, and we got some additional stuff for the other two, of course. And then chapter 2, obviously, is the big frickin' Aaron focus, which I feel like Aaron definitely got like the best introductory chapter by far. Because not only did we get all the stuff of like the NPCs and whatnot, but also just they did real well on developing, on showing off his personality, his connection to the town, everything about him and his life leading up to this point. And then, you know, we haven't really delved much into Van, but he's like the main protagonist, so we gotta we gotta keep his stuff. We have him from the start, so we have to trickle his stuff bit by bit. Known as the big brother, much taller than the little brother to the east. Together, okay, yeah, it's just the other one. Cool. But yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the cast so far.
That's a pretty big waterfall.
Hold up. Oh, sorry.
Halvard sure has a lot of water, huh?
I wonder if we'll get the Septarian of water.
Yes. Probably more than what you've got back home.
I am wondering what Septarian we're gonna run into in this arc. Because we've ran into a lot of them already, but there's 3 more that haven't been discovered. There's water, wind, and time. Which, you know, matches the elements in the game. If they're bringing up stuff in like that, maybe it will be the one of water here. My first thought, I don't know, it depends on the genesis. I feel like water at times seems more likely, and I feel like wind will... Originally, I would have said the wind would be in like Nord, but no, that was a different thing. Overall, I'd say that maybe it'll probably... Maybe I should just lean towards water or something, but I don't know. I feel like wind is the only one that I'm for sure it won't end up being. Because I think if they're gonna do wind, they'll save it for like some country that'll be easily affected by wind or associated with the wind. Which I don't really know what that would be at this point. I would think it would be some place that's more barren, where like there's more open space or like valleys and there's more room for wind to blow freely. Don't really know if I'm sure on that one, but it's a potential. Also, I know I mentioned New Class 7 as being my favorite cast. But I also want to give attention to the Sea Route crew from Reverie, because they just, despite the fact that they're only there for a third of a single game, they still have an insane amount of impact and just are all extremely fun to me. The only other ones I can think of are like,
What'd you expect?
What am I saying? The only ones I can think of? There's only 2 more. I love all of them, alright? Like, there's not really ones that I don't like. I would say I would compare this game's cast most closely to, like, maybe, like the Crossbell cast? Because, you know, so far at least, it's small in quantity. I know we're gonna get a lot more characters still. But I think that it's more tightly knit, and they have nicer dynamics so far. And there isn't really any characters, you know, we're starting to get to a point where, like, I don't think any of the characters are lacking dynamics with one another. That's what we're trying here. I haven't really skipped much of anything on this one, and usually I would, but, you know, I just have a lot to talk about. And I'm trying to make up for the fact that, considering how much stuff I end up voicing, I don't really have enough time to voice my own thoughts on various things and just to give up some yapping, you know?
Looks like a chest.
And look at all this EXP that Agnes is missing out on. She's gonna be so far behind. Unless the game's smart and levels are up to match everyone else's when we get her back, but I don't know. She's missing like a whole dungeon here.
Get a load of that lake. It's huge.
Sure is. Perfect place to take a girl out on a rendezvous boat ride.
Like your girlfriend, hey, old fart? Oh, shut up.
That's a fun idea.
You and the old hat.
Real? You're getting along now?
I love this dynamic so much. Why is it like this? Oh my god.
This entire freaking segment is clown activity. What the fuck? Perfect place to take a girl out for a rendezvous. That's a fun idea. You're the one now? Sorry, I have to pay attention to that delivery from Van in particular. Damn, we only have 100 of
You
these?
two for real? You're getting along now?
Damien and Haas does a great job as Van.
Hey, let's say we take 5.
Take a bit of a breather, why don't we?
Whew, that hits the spot.
I think we're about good. I don't really have to worry about too much currently. I will, however, pause 1 second. Go through the park and clear out the monsters. Hi there, friend. Freaking huge draw out here. Something about this area just reminded me of him. Bam, 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 down, down.
Now's a good time to boost.
Insight. What else do we got?
Time to go all out.
Zypher, activate.
Let's go for this, maybe?
Zypher activate.
Ow, not the stat downs, you bastard.
Do your worst.
Alright, can't say I'm a fan of that one.
Boost would work here.
Maybe.
Pull out all the stops.
Okay, I can do that, but that doesn't really help now, does it?
Here goes.
Use a sharp boost. Activating drive. Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
There we go.
Boost gauge limit broken. Activating
Get
skill.
him out of here.
Boost gauge limit broken.
Yeah, I can't really hit you in the back easily, so. And with that first.
Do your worst.
Okay, we don't really have the. Huh.
Activating skill.
Bring it on.
Oh, I'm not really having much luck. I forgot we don't have Anya, so. Eh. Let me see here.
Can't take much more. I owe you one.
Too slow. It's go time.
Do I have anything that can heal? Not really looking like it.
Thank you.
A chance.
Take a crit turn, nerd. Beep bop boop beep 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 bop boop beep. No man, you're thinking the one that goes beep bop boop beep bop boop. Zam 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 zam. What the hell? What the hell? Alright, let's hit you with one of these then.
Pull out all the stops.
Breathe onto us. Engaging shield.
Thank you much.
Do your worst.
Activating skill.
Oh shit. I don't like that. Alrighty.
Thank you.
Crap. Ooh, don't like that. Alrighty.
Pull out all the stops.
Go all out.
Alright, let's hit you with one of these then.
Gotcha.
Engaging shield.
Shield them up.
Don't mess with me.
Alright, let's see. Let's hit him with one of these.
There. Rise and shine, small fry.
Activating skill.
Add some more. A chance.
Oh, now that's what you like to see.
Full boost. Go all out.
Now, if we only got one of these, let's hit them good.
Time for the main event.
A crit turn, and when they're broken, hell yeah. It's interesting to know that they give up their, by the way, beep, that they give up their, like, effectiveness stuff for those type of things. Like, once you break them, they had the crit turn, but then it moved over to ours, and that's interesting to note.
Flames protect us.
All right, let's just
Energy output at maximum.
screw it up. Bye bye.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Alrighty, and then we have, oh, man, I forgot I have so many of these. In some cases, at least, not all. Dun 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 dun.
I'm not getting free.
A chance.
Full boost. Go all out.
Body's starting to feel
Too slow. Here goes. Brace your.
Boost
Make
gauge
it count,
radar
Aaron.
locked.
Get out.
A chance.
Get the fuck out.
Brace yourself.
Saiyan Gehenna. Chop suey. Get him out of here. Mods, kill that guy with hammers.
Nice. Moving on up.
Look at that. And look at Aaron and being half a freaking level behind the damn nerd. At least he's not as far behind as Anius is gonna be. And that's how you do it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. S-craft to S-craft to S-craft. You're at the intermediate level in your Gekka school skills, yeah? Hey, just like how Reen was. For someone whose main focus is being an ass, you can actually back up your smack talk when you want to. Not to mention it's pretty neat how your fighting style has a dance rhythm to it. Your skills are a little shaky in places, but you did great this time. Get off your high horse, small fry. Put your arts to some actual use and then we can talk. And those shards, or whatever you call them, there's room for improvement there for sure. That's... you... Ugh. Knock it off, you two. At least you can compensate for each other's weaknesses. Counts for a lot, believe it or not. I'd say that, at this point, we're pretty well balanced during combat. True. Between the two of you up front and me at mid-range, we've got the offensive side pretty covered. Throw in Agnes's support arts and we can handle just about any fight we get in. I guess it's true we're coming along as a team. But that alone's not going to be enough to take them down. True. Maybe we should get more characters and just beat them in a submission with sheer numbers. No argument there. I won't let myself fall behind, promise. Thanks for always giving it to me straight, Aaron. I appreciate the honesty. See, again, great dynamic. Like, what the hell? I actually really like Fairy all of a sudden, and all it took was introducing Aaron into the mix. I didn't think that Aaron and Fairy of all characters would have such a fun dynamic, yet here we are. Don't sweat it. We all just want to be We just want to be a well-oiled machine at the end of the day. What matters is we're done with this pain-in-the-ass job. Now let's make it look a palm and... die? Get killed? What the? Who are they? I see a handful of them. They look like civilians. Who knows? I know the Rangers are supposed to be changing shifts, but that doesn't look like what's going on.
That takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
And there we go. Law and Gray. I guess it would be Gray, technically, considering what we're doing.
It's taking a real toll.
And to the park entrance, eh? Is what I would say if I wasn't going to heal first, and then just go back the way I was going. I mean, hey, they let me go out here, might as well. Dirk Memorial Lakes Park's largest lake, spanning an area of roughly 90,000 square yards. Crystal clear, the water's vibrant hues at dusk makes it one of the Republic's most beautiful, captivating landmarks. Man, this would be a perfect place to fish if I had a pole. Shame about that. Let's see. Go to the entrance. Don't need to faff about. Ooh, wait a second. No, wait, maybe not. Exactly how I imagined it. All good over there, Nina?
Yes.
Oh, it's this lady.
Here you are.
I was gonna say that one lady kind of stood out in the back, and makes sense if it's who is it? The other person besides Judith? That's like a big actor or something.
Though, are you sure it's such a good idea to wander in like this? It sounded like the ranger wanted us to wait until after he changed shifts. Isn't it strange that the park is closed on a holiday too? What if something happened?
You worry too much. We scheduled an appointment ahead of time. It's all good. Besides, you're so in demand right now. If I let this opportunity pass, they'd have my hide. Now, the weather's looking a little suspect, so let's film what we came here for while we still can.
All right. If you're sure.
All set. All set, sir. Good. Positions, people. Alright, Nina, let's start with scene 17-2
and you're fools. Ah! Why are monsters here?
Get away from me, get away!
Get down!
Gun him down! God, the frickin' Falcom sound effects always get me. One day one of these days, Falcom will stop being the Toei of video games as far as their sound design.
Who are...
The music's always good, but man, the sound effects have not aged well.
Stay back for now.
Go time!
Alright, nope, can't do that.
Going all in. My move now.
I was hoping that some of them would just walk into that.
Got a whole slew of them. Here goes.
I don't know if that actually helps at all, but God knows I'm gonna
Got
try.
a whole slew of them.
Let's party!
Let's see here. Go for crest, maybe?
You won't get away with this.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hit him fast, Barry. There.
Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Chance! I'll crush them all at once!
Oh, god damn it. Oh well.
Energy output at maximum. Activating
Blink and you'll
skill.
miss it!
Boost gauge limit crushed.
Go time!
And bye-bye.
Blink and you'll miss it!
Blink and you'll miss it.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
See ya. Get him out of here. Yeah, get out of here.
Whoa!
They're amazing. His lizards might have brought a whole pack, but honestly, that frog we fought was worse. Yeah, nothing to it. We can take them all. Ah! Oh crap, reinforcements? Frickin'. Damn, I don't know if I can make it.
I've got this.
Oh shit! Incoming! There she is. Hey, girl.
Fast. Her moves are crazy.
Who in the hell?
Well, I won't say no to a little help. You two hold down the fort here.
Oh shit, we're gonna have Van and... Yeah! Team up!
Now let's clear these guys out.
You read my mind, Sylphid.
Yeah! Of course Van knows her. Why wouldn't he?
Got a whole slew of them.
Use a sharp boost to get the upper hand.
Oh shit! She got, also that art. Holy shit. I'm trying. Sweep. Oh my god, she has her same stuff. She has sweep still? Oh my god.
Going all in.
Activating skill.
Called her by last name and everything. Good old Class L. Oh, you already know we're gonna be ending this shit. Alright, I can't say I like all this, actually.
Use a sharp activation.
Help me out, Placel.
Now's a good time to
One and
boost.
done.
Alright. Let's go.
Energy output at maximum.
What's this?
Activating skill.
Just to be sure.
Damn, alright. Shit! Alright, slay! Girl is... Oh my god. Alright. Alright. I might have... Alright, I was gonna say I might have gotten a bit overzealous on this. Alright. We can probably finish him off with this. I'm just gonna risk it. Oh wow, does that finish?
Energy output at maximum.
Yeah, that's just the entire damn thing. Alright. Let's see what we got here.
Activating
Time's
skill.
up. Accelerate. One, two, three.
Holy shit.
Lift off.
Boost gauge limit crushed.
That was a decent one. I wouldn't say it's the strongest one I've seen, but hey, it was still interesting. Phew. You alright? There were some good keyframes I could use. Hardly broke a sweat. Looks like your friends are fine too. Oh god, I need to pull out like a Sandra Lee Morris voice now. Nice! Guess that's a wrap. He's got the cat mouth again. Target's neutralized. Are you guys okay? Yes, I wasn't sure we would make it. That was sensational! Thank you so much, you're all heroes. Just who are you people? Everything okay over there? Oh, it's a new dude. Well, glad that little surprise is behind us. You said it.
Thank you all so much for saving us.
Relax. It's okay. You don't have to keep repeating yourself. We got a nice little payout from your director friend there. As far as I'm concerned, that's all the thanks I need. Are you sure it's okay? Absolutely. I never imagined we would be attacked by monsters. If anything happened to Nina or my staff, it would have been a major loss for my new project. No, the entire film industry even. I feel so awful about this. If I'd stayed on top of things better, none of this would have happened. I guess it's the chaos surrounding the sudden closure of the park. Nobody remembered to get in touch with you. Ah, water under the bridge. It all turned out fine in the end. Anyway, you Arkwright Solutions people are incredible back there. What can I do to convince you all to come work for me as stunt doubles or extras on my next project? Oh boy, you sure focus on the important things quick. Anyway, you guys work for United Star, yeah? Oh my god, that's the most American sounding thing. United Star? That's a pretty big name movie studio. Which, hold on, Nina? As in...
That's right. I'm sorry for not introducing myself sooner.
Nina Fenley.
I'm the film actress, Nina Fenley.
Oh my god, I actually got it. I was like holding my breath. I was like, surely I didn't mess up that simple of a name.
It's flattering that you've heard of me. I'm still fairly new to the industry, really.
Whoa, a real actress? You get to be in front of the camera? That's so cool. You'll be my ass. You're pretty damn popular these days. You're like the #1 Easterner in the film biz. Hell, I'd say Miss Fenley here is one of the most up-and-coming actresses of her generation, period. I've seen a handful of your flicks, and they've all been worth the watch.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad you like them. Though, to be honest, I think I still have some catching up to do before I'll be on the level of my mentor, Judith.
Oh, she's your mentor? Also, I'm sorry, I couldn't help but notice when she put her hand on her chest, the freaking physics yet again. Like, I didn't think that, you know, she's kind of modestly sized. I didn't think there would be anything, but nope.
You must mean Junith Lanster. Forgot you two are signed for the same agency.
I remember that name. Is that...
Yep. Hit tweet. Also, you know, Kingster.
Is everything...
Oh, right, these two know. Aaron doesn't know yet.
What's up with you two? Nothing. Don't worry about it. Let's not forget our bold bracer friend who jumped into the fray either. So impressive at such a young age, and a real catch. Between you and Beauty's Blade, the guild's not doing bad for itself these days.
Glad to be of service. I guess some wires got crossed with park management. They contacted me, asking if I could take care of a monster out here. I was a little late for what I came for, apparently, but I'd still call it a job well done.
Man, she looks so pretty in this game.
Anyway, I'm Fee Clausel. I'm from the Erebonian Bracer Guild, but I'm posted at the Edith branch as of yesterday. Nice to meet you all.
I didn't realize you were from the Empire. Thanks again for all your help.
Don't mention it. Keeping the public safe is all in a day's work for us.
I like how we have two new characters and then instantly they're just like, alright, this one's done introduced. Let's throw away the... We don't need any more voice lines for.
Though in this case, I got shown up a little in that department.
Nah, your timing was great. Another second we wouldn't have made it in time. I can see why people have been talking about you for ages, Sylphid.
Glad to hear it. You're not half bad yourself, Spriggan.
Sylphid, it really is her.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's kind of a connection between you two, huh?
Fun size, got some killer moves, I'll give her that.
Bro's got a nickname for everyone, and most of them are always demeaning.
Sure you don't need a ride back to the capital? I'm more than happy to take you back.
It's fine. I came here by car anyway. My friends are coming back to pick me up. In the meantime, I'm going to double back to make sure there's nothing else nasty lurking around. Are you really gonna be okay? It's pretty dangerous all by yourself, though maybe not for you.
Yeah, I'll be okay. I've handled more than my fair share over the years. At least as many as your boss here.
High praise coming from you. I'm guessing Elaine and the Immovable have talked to you about me?
Yeah, a little bit. Zen says you act like a bad boy, but that deep down you're an old softie who'll take on just about anyone's requests.
Looks like I need to have a chat with a certain walking slab of muscle later. Well, where's the lie? Dude's got your number.
I cannot get over how pretty Fee looks in this game. Like, this is by far her best outfit, like, bar none, and it's insane. Like, I can see why I saw so much art of her in this outfit, because looking at it more, it's like, man, it's awesome. Anyway, I'll let you guys go for now. We can save the chat for another day. I'd leave soon if I were you. It's about to get dark, and it sounds like we got rain on the way.
Thanks for the tip. Catch you later, Sylphid. I mean, Clausel.
Right. Catch you later, Spriggan. And you guys too.
Oh, what? So I can use your last name, but you can't use mine? I see how it is.
Interested to learn more about Nina. She seems like an interesting character. And, well, they wouldn't introduce someone like that. Oh, still in the backseat. Oh, back to this music. I always love this one. Never get tired of it.
What's the matter, small fry? Is it about that bracer girl we just met?
It's nothing really.
Rare case of only one party member being voiced and it not being, like, part of their chapter.
I think someone I was close to has mentioned her before. I was hoping we'd have the chance to meet someday. But once she was in front of me, I just froze up.
Yeah, I'll get more chances. Use the time till then to get your feelings in order.
Man, you're right. Next time, I'll say everything I've been wanting to say.
Nice pep talk, Pops. Not that I have any clue what you guys are talking about, though.
Little Aaron's feeling left out. Hell no. Whatever you say, shrimp. Ooh, actual weather change. Sure know how to stay busy while on the job, don't you? We ran up, down, and all around the city, and we even headed to its outskirts. Is this what every day is gonna be like? Yeah, we usually have more free time. We'll have busy days like this every now and then. Why, you afraid of a little elbow grease? As if. Never opposed to getting my hands dirty as long as the work's not boring. And today's jobs definitely weren't that. Good, because there's plenty more where that came from.
Oh, I almost forgot. Do you mind if we drop by the roastery on the 9th district? Paulette asked if I could grab some coffee beans while we were out.
Got it. We can make a quick stop. Damn it, small fry. Way to make this trip longer than it needs to be. Huh?
Is it gonna be... It's raining.
And there goes the paint job.
What, did you just paint it recently or something? Purchase some coffee beans. Alright, I thought we were actually gonna get to stop by. Interesting. It seems like we're making a big deal out of the rain for some reason. Oh! Hello, welcome back.
Huh.
Looks like she's finished whatever she needed to deal with.
Can't believe she actually waited here. Starch straight laces, I swear.
Welcome back, everyone. How did things go at the park? Oh, it was no problem at all.
Something up? You look oddly tired.
I do? I can't imagine why.
Man, you're really good at hiding that, aren't you?
I really can't apologize enough for walking off like that during work hours, though.
So you're the Spriggan, are you?
Who?
Oh shit, it's the guy from the, yeah, the guy that we saw during her spend time event.
Who's this runt?
What are you doing here, Albert?
Ah, this a classmate of yours? Should have put two and two together when I saw the uniform. Your boyfriend or something?
Wait, is he? I like how Fairy is just... Like, Aaron just says shit, and then Fairy just piggybacks off of it. That's happened multiple times already, and I love it. No, he's just a classmate I've known for a long...
Albert.
I'll just come out and say it. Take your poisonous fangs out of my friend.
Bro, what?
Vanna's flabbergasted. He's like, huh? Huh? Albert, what are you saying?
I've heard a lot of unpleasant rumors about you. They call you a good-for-nothing who takes on all manner of borderline criminal requests.
Guilty as charged.
You're just taking advantage of her kind nature to force her to do your dirty work, aren't you?
Now, hold on. You've got Vanna Laron.
Sorry, but stay out of this, Agnes. Well, aren't you going to deny it? You can't, can you?
What do you mean, stay out of it? She works here. She has a right.
Slow your roll there, kiddo. This is about when she got back real late a while ago, right? Guess that's what made you start worrying about her, huh? Especially now that she's getting calls from home.
How do you...
Anyone could connect the dots when the clues are this obvious. How naive can he get?
He seems like a nice guy to me.
What's wrong with being concerned about your friends? This all started because you casually decided to hire her without thinking of the consequences. If word was to get out that Agnes is working with seedy people like you, it would put her father in a very...
Oh, family drama. Albert!
I'm sorry. I said too much, but I still...
Oh.
Who's her dad?
There you are. I knew we'd find you here.
Another member?
You really need to stop charging
shit.
in like a bull in a glass shop, Albert.
And man, I wonder who that is in the back. Never seen you before. I guess this is like the entire student council?
He never changes.
Odette! Ren! Oh, more of Agnes's friends.
For real? What is this, a field trip?
What are you two doing here?
We're here to tell you off. Duh. I thought I already told you that you need to let Agnes live her own life. You have serious tunnel vision when it comes to her, and you need to do something about it.
Ooh.
No, I don't. I just...
She's cute.
Oh, right. I'm Odette, by the way. Nice to finally meet you all. I've heard a lot about you guys from on Yes. Oh, you must be fairy. Oh my goodness, you really are so adorable. And wow, I knew you were hot, Aaron, but the sun's got nothing on you.
Holy shit, this girl's got riz.
Well, yeah, Van, you've got some mega bad boy vibes, which, trust me, only makes you look cooler.
I really like this girl. Her vibes are like immaculate.
You're a lot younger than I was expecting, by the way. I thought you'd be way older. No offense.
Damn, Van's just like, damn, I kind of like this girl. She didn't actually call me an old person. Thanks, I think.
Oh, Dad, please, you're being very rude.
Damn, no off button on this girl, huh? I'm a big fan of her.
Don't mind our resident ball of energy over here. We're all members of Aramis Academy Student Council.
Yep.
Agnes is in charge of general affairs. I apologize, our treasurer got a little ahead of himself.
Nah, it's fine. Can't blame the kid for being worried. But her wants have come first and foremost so far, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Van.
Sounds like a good deal to me.
Well, all I ask as student council president and her dorm neighbor is that you do your best to keep her safe. Now, let's get going, Albert. Agnes clearly still has some work to do. We should leave her to it.
I like how it still.
I'm not finished.
I like how it still says like a purple-haired girl. We're not. We'll introduce the others, but not her yet.
Really? Very well. As long as you finish the budget I asked you to handle, you can stay. You did finish that before coming out here, correct?
Ooh, you in trouble?
Well.
Meanwhile, Agnes handled every one of those tedious purchase requests I made before coming to her quote-unquote actual job. If you want to fault others for how they handle their affairs, you'd best have your own in order first.
Damn, you got owned, bro.
Well, good day to you, Mr. Spriggan. I'll see you back at the dorms, Agnes.
See you tomorrow, Agnes. Don't come home too late.
Thank you. Have a nice trip back, everyone.
The wank, of course. Who the hell's the one with the purple hair?
I'm wondering the same thing. She's not the kind of student you see here every day.
Hard to believe it's been 5 years. She sure ain't the lost kitten she was back then anymore. She's really grown up. Don't fucking tell me. Oh my, wait, 5 years. Is this related to his big old backstory? Because 5 years ago, how much time's passed between... I forget how much time has passed between the end of, like, Cold Steel 4 and, like, now. Because maybe he's talking about, like, Ren back when she was still in, like, Ouroboros or something like that. Also, Van really is the second coming of Cassius. Like, bro just knows literally everyone. I swear, the only people he doesn't know are people connected to people... I don't know. The only people he doesn't know are the people that he hires. So what was that all about? You know, the call from home that was so important you ditched us in the middle of a job?
Hey, don't be mean. It's not like we weren't perfectly capable of handling stuff.
Of course we were, but that's not the point. It's fine to have shit come up from time to time, but not for other people you know to get all up in our business about it. You might be doing what you think is best, but you should ask yourself if you're doing it right by everyone around you, all I'm saying.
Well...
This stuff's important, whether you're Hayaway, a Jaeger, or just some Joe working a desk job. And it's crazy to me that I'm the one pushing this and not you. Yeah, I guess you're right. Your old man's starting to have a problem with your side gig?
How do you...
I don't know squat. I'm just guessing. I haven't changed my stance since you started working here. You make the calls on what you want to do with your life. Whether that leads you to stick around or leave is up to you. Though if your family's gonna start interfering, I might have to be careful what I ask you to do from here on out.
Van... It's the opposite of what you all seem to think. He was only checking in on me. My father is a busy man. He doesn't even have time to send the occasional letter like Fairies does. I haven't spoken to him in 3 months, so I didn't want to pass up the chance. I really am sorry about running off. So that's what it was. Honestly, I thought I was going to get yelled at for being late the other day, or taking on this dangerous job. But even though I'm sure he knows everything I've been doing, he doesn't have a word of criticism about it. Is he like a stereotypical
Aren't you
disinterest?
going to say anything, Dad? Anything at all?
Is he like a stereotypical disinterested and doesn't really care?
You aren't going to tell me to give up my dangerous part-time job? Or not to go traveling without permission?
Yeah, Anya sounds kind of pissed about
Your
it.
grades meet my expectations. Your attendance is solid, and your lateness the other day was relatively minor.
Wait a fucking second. I recognize that VA! No, don't tell me.
Your reputation as part of the student council is also excellent. As far as the public eye is concerned, you're conducting yourself well.
No, there's no way, right? They wouldn't have. They didn't do that, did they? I recognize that VA from Reverie. That's the same VA they got for the president. For Gramhart. No way. That's... I forget the VA's name. No way! We're going... No, we're not going that route. Surely it's got to be like... You know, Trails has multiple characters that are voiced by the same person a few times. It's not like it's the first. You know, Fee and Alphen were voiced by the same person, along with Analace. What else was there? There was other ones. Well, what other ones was I thinking of? Olivier... Yeah, Olivier and George. There's multiple cases of it, so it could just be someone like that. I can't jump to conclusions. But at the same time... Oh, man. If it is... Bro, her being the daughter of the damn president would be insane.
I see no reason to dictate what you do with your personal time.
Oh my god, if it's actually Gramhart, I'm gonna lose my mind. Because we really haven't seen him outside of like that, shit, now I want to go watch back the prologue. Back when we were first with Agnes and we watched, you know, when we first went to Station Square or whatever, and they had, like, a video of Gramhart playing up on a monitor. I want to look back at her reaction to that.
I will ask but two things of you, Agnes. One is to avoid causing any direct trouble for me. The other is to do nothing that would embarrass your mother.
Any direct trouble for me. That sounds like something that someone in a high position would say. He's gotta be a politician, and if he's a politician, then that means that it's Gramhart. Oh my god. We're actually going that route. Other is to embarrass your mother.
As long as you honor those two requests, your life is yours to live. And if you require assistance with anything, you know who to call. They will handle almost anything for you.
Who?
They could probably spare you from needing to do that job of yours in the first place, even.
Who could that be? Oh my god, it's actually Gramhart, isn't it? I'm still reeling from that. Dude, going from, oh yeah, I'm freaking Epstein's granddaughter, and then it's like, now it turns out that's not the fact. And then it turns out, oh yeah, my dad's the fucking president, by the way. Like, no, we're not going that route. We can't. That's an insane track to go from. Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm gonna be reeling from this. Oh my god. In short, it's not going to be a problem for me to keep working as I've been doing. This should be the last time I have to run off like that, too. And yes. Huh. Dude, I've been wondering when we're gonna actually get screen time of Gramhart. And now, I can take a wild guess at why we haven't seen hide nor hair of him outside of that one little video. Despite the fact that he was shown in a previous game. Well, it ain't up to me to poke my nose in other people's family business. But it sounds to me like he trusts you, and that's worth something.
Trust, not caring, kind of similar. It's up to you what you want to do with the Genesis, or whether you want this job to begin with. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right. Either way, I'm happy to be able to keep working with you all. Yeah, we're happy to have you too.
Try not to fall behind, though. She's been doing this longer than you have. But I'm with Fairy on this one. Just try and do something about that friend of yours. We can't have him barging in here half the damn time in the future.
I'll do my best to clear up his misunderstandings. Or, barring that, at least get him to promise to leave us alone.
Yeah, you tell him the truth and he'd lose his shit.
So this is an example of the ends justifying the means, huh? Now I get it. I mean, it is, but try not to learn any life lessons from it.
Wait, this is...
You got a moment, Van?
Oh, shit. Hey, not often I get a call from you. You got work or something? We just wrapped the job up, so we're free if you want to talk it out.
Perfect. But I'm not the one with the request.
Yeah?
I was asked by an acquaintance to hook them up with some FaceTime with you. I gave them your work number, so they should be calling any time now. Up to you whether you take them on, though.
Oh, this is gonna be like a character jump scare, isn't it? Oh? Well, alright. Got it. Sounds like it was that tabloid geek. Guy has nothing on me, but he's got the looks. Not like a certain crusty old fart I know. I want to take this outside, Brad.
I think Van's pretty good looking, though. I think he'd cry with joy if he heard you say that.
Van falls to his knees. He's just like, I'm not an old fart. Yeah! Huh. There it is already. Oh boy, who is that?
Thank goodness. I was worried I wouldn't be able to get through.
Is it Nina?
No way.
For real?
Isn't that...
Okay, when Dingo told me I had a client, I never dreamed it'd be you. Yep, had a feeling.
I see a new face among your number, too. In any case, I'm very much hoping to work with you.
Makes sense. I was gonna say, it's definitely gonna be someone that we know, but I wasn't sure as to how much we would know them. Alright, see you at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
Of course, I'll make sure to tell everyone that I'm going somewhere this time, too. Well, good night, everyone.
Bye, Agnes. So, I figure Fairy's coming, but what about you? I'm down. Like I could say no after hearing all that.
I'm totally coming, too.
Not that I can blame you. That story would have gotten anyone's interest. Guess that means we're all going to Tharbad. Oh, shit.
A film festival?
Makes sense it would be going to this. I had a feeling we were going to be going, and makes sense it would be someone like that hires us. One's held every year in the city of Messeldom to the north. Though I'd heard this year was cancelled about 2 months back thanks to a terrorist threat.
The one in Messeldom certainly was, but this is something else. It's a new event taking place for the first time this year, backed by the Principality of Elsame in the Central East.
Principality, huh? Principality is also what Remiferia is, I believe.
It's going to be called the Tharbad Film Festival, and it's sponsored by Vegas Films.
Oh, right. I remember hearing about that now that you mention it. Vegas is a film distributor that's had a bunch of big hits lately, right? All directed by some freak named Gotti.
Oh, Golden Blood was one of those, right? That's right. They're still a relatively new company, but at their current rate, they'll be a major studio before much longer. The director prioritizes entertainment value above all else. His films can be a bit extreme in their content.
You want extreme? Try watching the director's cut. Now that was spicy.
I can't, I'm still 16. What's a director's cut?
Vegas Films wouldn't be anywhere that they are without Salvatore Gotti. No one makes cinema the way he does. He makes absolute cinema. So I'm guessing the whole thing's mostly an excuse to give his company and the releases most of the rewards.
Not at all. Gotti is determined to make the judging process completely fair and impartial.
We'll see about that.
Most of the nominated films are mass market, but a wide variety of directors, actors, and actresses are invited. I am one of those actresses, as is the other client for this request. I see.
And so that's the context behind this threatening letter that showed up at your agency. The other client, you said, is that going to be Judith?
Indeed. It reads like this. Decline to participate in the Tharbad Film Festival, or a tragedy will befall you. The same letter was sent to other companies connected to ours, too. We can't rule out the possibility that it's just an elaborate prank, but we're still concerned. You definitely can't ignore it when another film festival's already been canceled because of a terrorist threat.
No, the culprit could have just sent these things because they knew you'd feel that.
Yes, my agency has been trying to persuade me not to attend because of the danger involved. But I'm still a relatively inexperienced actress, so I think the festival could be a valuable opportunity. The other client for this job feels the same way, and that was what inspired us to look for potential help.
And that's when he chanced on us, huh? You're a lot gutsier than you look.
When I met you all earlier today, it reminded me of some rumors I'd heard about you in the industry. And since I already knew Dingo from when he previously helped me with some trouble in my agency, I asked him for your number.
Your team just seems like the most reasonable option. In this line
Fair.
of work, image is everything. So I really don't want to get the police involved and turn this into a big deal. But the guild isn't really suited to delicate matters like these either.
That's also true.
That makes sense. Bracers have always struck me as prioritizing their code above all else and avoiding anything remotely illegal.
Yeah, bracers are heroes of justice first and foremost. If you need moral flexibility, they ain't your guys. Dingo's brought me showbiz-related jobs in the past, so this wouldn't be my first time doing one. Will you be my first one? Will be my first time with one this big, though. Hope you know they ain't gonna come. This ain't gonna come cheap.
Of course. You'd be protecting the film festival. That's quite a task.
Huh?
If you are willing to do this, I'd like you to plan to arrive in Tharbad the day after tomorrow. I'd then like you to nose around for any suspicious activity during the 3 days leading up to the festival. However you do that is up to you, of course. I'm aware you traditionally handle requests through that 4SPG system of yours. Myself and the other client will provide for your expenses and compensation out of our personal funds, too.
We're just gonna avoid saying who the other client is, aren't we? I mean, it's pretty obvious to me, but I mean, hey.
Wow, you can afford that?
Makes sense, a rising star would be filthy rich. You've got me curious about who this other client is. Yes, it's gonna be longer than our visit to Lawnport even. What to do?
Van. Oh!
Wait.
What is it?
Oh, don't sweat it. Anyway, this is a real big ask out of the blue, so we'll discuss it and call you back. Usually we prefer a bit more of a heads up on tall orders like this. Getting everything ready on our end to arrive in Tharbad in time for the day after tomorrow ain't gonna be easy.
I'm sorry for imposing on you. It's just that I only really decided after meeting you in person. Oh, but considering the short notice, maybe I could offer you a little something extra to sweeten the deal?
He's like, sweet, and you're gonna give me dessert? Hell yeah, we're on!
I'd be happy to treat you to a limited edition confection available at the Algemira, a 6-star hotel in Tharbad.
Oh my god, actually going the sweets route. Bro is washed. Oh? Tell me more, just for reference.
It's called Melfita, a type of chocolate made using camel's milk. They combine it with highly valuable cacao pulp too, I believe. The result is a unique, full-bodied sweetness that caresses your tongue.
Did she get info on Van just to know how to push his buttons for this? Or is this just like pure coincidence? Okay, I've heard enough. I'll call you with our decision tomorrow. I suspect it'll be one that'll make us both happy.
I'll have to thank Dingo for his advice.
I fucking knew it.
I'll be looking forward to your response then, Mr. Arkwright.
Bro just used his Achilles heel. You are such a damn pushover. But hell, I've never been to Tharbad before, so I'm kind of looking forward to it.
Oh, I've I've been there before, so I may be able to help us get around a bit.
I don't mind you guys coming along, just make sure you take care of everything you gotta do here first. I'm sure you got a lot of schoolwork to do, Farida. You gotta get your license renewed, right?
Oh, you're right. If nothing else, I need to get my math homework done.
I know about the license, but man, it's a pain. Can't I just go without one for a few days? Like hell you can. And to their rooms they go. Walk, walk, walk. Can't believe it lit up right at that moment. Was it a coincidence? Yeah, like hell it was. And off to enjoy our night. Oh. Never mind, are we going somewhere in particular, or are we just kind of going out? City's always got a nice ambiance to it when it's raining, but something smells a bit off. This is as good a time as any to go sniffing around before we head off to the desert, I guess.
Oh no, it's raining.
Patrol Edith. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, this is just more of the same here. We're just chilling. Might as well talk to the people here at least before we end off. Huh. Credit where it's due. You're actually pretty tidy in here. Chicks dig a clean room. I got me my basic supplies and that's all I need. Couldn't be bothered to open the rest of my boxes though. Nothing in them really. Uh-huh. Well, you do you. It's your room. All I ask is you keep it clean. And yeah, keep your porn in your boxes, bro. Works for me. Oh yeah, told a friend of mine back in Lawnport that I was gonna call him. Still got the beer and munchies in the fridge? Don't mind if I do. Nice that I get the corner. I can be as loud as I want without bugging the neighbors. Think I'll help myself to the beer and snacks in the fridge later. Just keep yourself in check, yeah? Alright, seems like Fairy was out. Yeah, she's not here. Was there anything oh, she's chilling over here.
Whew. Rained on me a little, so I hopped in for a quick shower. Feeling way better now that I'm warmed up.
Hold up, fast? Shower? Farida, you're killing me here. Quickies don't cut it for bathing, you gotta savor it. Let it warm you up all the way through. If you ain't got the time, then make some. Ideally at a bathhouse, but failing that, anything but an in and out.
Oh, right. Van gets really picky when it comes to baths.
What's done is done, but make time for proper baths going forward. Got it?
Yes, sir. After this, I've got homework to do for tomorrow. Agnes is busy today, so I have to figure this out myself. I wonder if Aaron's good at this kind of thing.
Beats me. Why not ask him yourself?
Good idea. Maybe he's really smart.
I know she ain't trying to diss him, but... I love this cast.
Oh, hey, reflections in the mirror. Oh, jeez, I have to stay awake.
Bro, that shit's funny as hell. I wonder if he's smart. God. I love this game sometimes, man. No, I love this game all the time, actually. There isn't really much sometimes about it. Alright. Let's see here. Closed up shop for the day. We've got a bunch of NPC rounds to go through again. Can we check our truck? Man, you probably should, like, close that. Like, if you're not going out of town tonight, at least, you should probably end up closing that, my dude. It's probably not good for your paint job that you're so worried about.
What's next?
Aaron and Fee. Interesting. Alright. The guild Sylphid. Ridiculous request from one of the brats has been running with one of those punk groups here in town. Rather than accept it, but I guess there's no harm. Barmati's usually pretty empty. Oh, interesting. Alright. Alright, well, it isn't letting us go to Dirk. Though it's letting us go to basically everywhere else. Alright. We're gonna call it here. And next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we're doing NPC rounds again. I will cut out as much as I can. Cut down on time for it. I swear it won't be the entire recording. It might be close to it, but it's not gonna be the full thing.
We'll take care of some side quests. We'll get as much done as we can. And bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I'm really enjoying what we got so far here. Like, I very much enjoyed getting to see Fee, getting to see Ren, getting to see, who was it? Albert and Odette, whatever it was. That character is really intriguing to me. The way that she, like, came up with those... The way she, like, talked to each party member and said stuff about them that was uplifting was really nice. And yeah, it was nice going to that place and getting more lore on, like, Agnes and getting to go to the Memorial Park and stuff. I'm still not over the fact that there's, like, a very high possibility that Graham Hart is Agnes's dad. That is insane to me. I'm gonna be thinking about that the entire night now. And I hate it, but I also love it at the same time. Regardless, we've done plenty for today. Next time on Trails Through Daybreak, well, we're gonna be dealing with NPCs. I'll actually probably do some off camera, just in order to trim it down a bit for tomorrow. I'll go and find the ones that I'm not interested in, and then I will talk to them, and then, you know, that'll cut down on what we have to do tomorrow. But thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great one. Ciao, bye, and signing off until next time. Ja, matane.